People just assume that the selling experience is as easy as the buyer experience, and it's not, is it? So, welcome to the My Amazon Guy podcast. Today, we're talking to Josh Newman, who's going to tell us about how he started his brand and about his business. So, Josh, what's your brand? What do you do?
Yeah, so my brand is Kind Lips Lip Balm. It's a all-natural organic lip balm company. The differentiator for us is we actually have a mission to end bullying. So we've been donating 20% of our profits to anti-bullying organizations with each tube sale. We're actually in the process of transitioning that to turning our business model into a nonprofit. So there's a lot going on with that. But yeah, so the idea is we're mission to end bullying. Each tube is a reminder to speak kind words every time that you use it. So
Do you have kids?
no, second oldest of 6 kids, but
So, you were bullied when you were growing up, like, with older siblings?
I never was bullied either. I was probably a little bit more on the bully side if I was the second oldest. So
That's a great turnaround. I like that even better. How did you come up with your why?
before starting Kind Lips, I was in real estate. And the beautiful thing about real estate is you have your own business. You have to do the marketing, you have to do the lead generation, you have to do everything. And so you have to take care of the books and learn all that. So being a real estate agent, I learned how to have a small business in a sense, only I didn't have any inventory. I kind of fell out of love with that business after about 12 years. And it was unfortunate because I became a top 5 realtor in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and had a small team. And I was making more money than I thought I'd ever make and working about 15 hours a week. And I thought I had it made, but I woke up every day and I wasn't happy. And sitting on my couch one day, I was like, all right, what am I going to do? I need to start another business because I've never had a 9-to-5 job.
That's the entrepreneur's spirit right there, right?
Yeah.
Like, always like, okay, if I don't feel good about myself, I need to start a new business.
Yeah, and I knew I could never, there wasn't anything else I could ever work for anybody else, especially after being in real estate. And so sitting on my couch and I looked down at my hand and had a lip balm and I was like, I've always liked lip balm. This can't be rocket science to make one that works well. And so it's literally like a 5-minute conversation with myself about like, okay, well, if I'm going to do this, how can I do it differently? And I came up with an idea. And shortly after that little self-talk, my phone rang and it was my mom calling and talked to her about some family stuff. And at the end of the conversation, I was like, hey, I got this great idea. I'm going to start a lip balm company. I'm going to call it this. And she's like, well, yeah, you're going to be great at whatever you got to do. I got to go. And she like basically hung up on me. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's not the feedback I was looking for. And the reason I share that is because it was the very next morning. It was 6 a.m. I'll never forget it. My phone started ringing and I looked at it and it was my mom calling. And I was like, why is my mom calling me at 6 a.m.? I'm an adult. I answered the phone and I was like, is everything okay? And she's like, yeah. She's like, but I've been up since 3 a.m. and I couldn't sleep. And she said, I had the most vivid dream I've ever had. In the dream, she said, I have an older sister. And she said, you and Aubrey were 5-6 years old and you got in this massive fight and you said some really mean things to her. She said, after you said that for your punishment, she's like, I made you write down the law of kindness is on my lips. And you had to write it 50 times. She said, every time you wrote that sentence, the word kind and lips came off the page. So she's telling me at 6 a.m., she's like, I think if you're going to start a lip balm company, you're supposed to call it Kind Lips. And then it hit like, you're right. Obviously, lip balm goes on your lips, your words pass back out through. And it's like, each tube's a reminder to speak kind words. And she's like, I think that's it. And so I knew in that moment, I was like, this is what I'm supposed to do with this next season of life. And I was like, well, crap, now I got to figure out how to make lip balm. So I made the company. And after that, and I mean, honestly, after that call, I got off the phone and I was like, my mom completely redeemed herself from the night before. Now I got to figure out how to make lip balm. I went to GoDaddy and picked up kindlips.com. It just happened to be there. So I feel like it was meant to be.
All right. So this Amazon thing, which is what a lot of people are going to care about. By the way, when I was looking at, your main image here, I just couldn't help but be proud of it. It is so beautiful. Check this out. Great main image. You're seeing all the flavors. It's very colorful. It invites you to click on it. I feel good about that. I'm obviously biased because I'm sure we had a little bit of something to do with that main image, but great packaging, fantastic here. So I love that. How did your Amazon journey start?
Man, it was rough. I started this thing out in my second bedroom and I was like, of course I got to try and get this product on Amazon. And I applied it, couldn't do it myself. They wouldn't approve me. Then I found a local friend that had worked with somebody on Amazon and went that route. couldn't get on there. So it honestly took me about 2 years to get our products listed on Amazon. I'm going to give you a little props here and your team because I've worked with 3 different Amazon organizations. And then I was like, I can do better myself. And I had my brother was working with me. And so we just took it over. And I had a contract with a company that we had to sign up for 12 months. And so that's another reason I'll get to why I appreciate you. But so a 12-month contract, and it automatically renewed, and I didn't read the fine print. And so after that, I was like, I was stuck, and they threatened to sue me and all this stuff. And I was like, I'm not going to pay for an attorney. So whatever, it was roll with it for another year. And then it was another like 3 or 4 months into that contract. I was like, we can do better. Like, this is not like, and so my brother and I started doing Amazon, running it. And it's just, we ended up doing better than those guys were doing, but it still was too much work to handle on. There's too many other things to do. And so I had reached out and talked to a few other business owners, and you guys, your business consistently came up. And so I reached out, and it's honestly been a godsend ever since then. So you guys have made the process super easy. The data that you have access to, I mean, before that we had whatever one of the platforms is that keeps all your data. I was able to stop paying that because of the data that you guys keep and share. And yeah, your team's been super great. If there's ever any issues with the back end, getting stuff cleaned up, and it feels like you guys put your money where your mouth is because of the 3-month contract. And I know, like, if there's ever anything that you guys know that you got to keep working to earn my business. And so,
what have you done for me lately?
but it is. And I mean, unfortunately, that's the nature of the beast, but it is. So, I mean, just, not that I know this wasn't supposed to be part of it or anything. There was no under the table hand agreement, but I've really appreciated what you guys have been able to do and your team, and just professionalism and the hard work that goes into it.
Thank you, and you're welcome. And it's always a pleasure, right? Like, I'm not in the business of saving babies, but I help families like you, right? Like, I help brands achieve their why. And that's very powerful, right? Like, I don't think a lot of people go through their life and really discover their why. Have you ever had any issues with Amazon, or has it just been completely smooth and you want to send Jeff Bezos more money?
Amazon is just such a beast. I honestly look at Amazon as a marketing tool. That's the way that we use it. And I think every brand, we've got a small priced item, and it's hard you got to sell a lot of lip balm to make any kind of profit. At being a small business, we don't have, it's kind of like what comes first, the chicken or the egg. We don't have, $20,000 a month to throw in advertising to blow it up yet. So we're trying to responsibly grow it in that sense. I know there's a lot of times where, like, right before Prime Day, they change. They go through and they look at everything, they find something, and then they knock us offline. And then, it's like, all right, all hands on deck. How do we get this stuff figured out so we can get back online? And your team has done a great job of just taking ownership of that.
People just assume that the selling experience is as easy as the buyer experience, and it's not, is it? What one action do you hope somebody takes away from our conversation today that they go and do?
The thing that comes to my mind is just try. I think so many people, when you're starting a business, when you're doing anything, you want it all to be perfect before you start. And all I can say is it's never going to be perfect. And I remember, like, when I started Kind Lips, and I had the tube of lip balm, I had the formula the way I wanted it, and I was working with a designer on the label. And I was like, move this thing over a centimeter, move this. And I was like, it just doesn't feel right. And I had a conversation with somebody, I think it was having a happy hour, and a girlfriend. And she, to be honest, had no business in giving me any kind of business advice. And she asked, what was going on with Kind Lips. And I told her, and she goes, well, there's already like 6 or 7 iPhones. Why does it have to be perfect right away? And it was the most beautiful thing that she could have said, because that gave me permission to just be like, you're right. Just get the label out there. And so the next day I approved it and had it, printed. And I've changed the label 4 or 5 times since then. But that gave me permission, just like it's never going to be, as I change as a human, or the company changes, or teachers reach out and they tell us about ideas about the school program, the business continues to evolve and change. And so I just like so all that is like, it's never going to be perfect. Just try and do the best you can, but take action, and don't just stay stagnant, because staying stagnant, nothing happens.
Worst thing that you could do as an engineer is file that patent and do nothing with it.
Yeah.
Well, congrats again, Josh, on all of your success. Definitely some great why takeaways. I think a lot of people struggle to achieve what you have started to figure out, if not achieve already. Congrats again on all that. Thanks for coming on the My Amazon Guy podcast. And I hope all of our listeners do some things that are kind to each other, and check out Kind Lips over on Amazon. Maybe pick up a chapstick for your naughty kids, or give it to your teachers or elementary school teachers, whatever it might be, to help give back. So thanks again, Josh.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.